for being here. Thank you to the listeners for tuning into the Nick and Mal Show. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm, thank you for being here.
Yes, sir. Bless.
Thank you to the listeners for tuning in and joining us on this journey. What's good, my brother?
Chilling, man.
Yo, just real quick, because we always going to be transparent. This is our second time starting the show. Malcolm was fucking up, so we had to start it.
You stupid, bro. And people going to believe it, too. I smacked the shit out of somebody that believe that shit.
Is that not a fact, though?
Come on.
Nah, Big Nick was fucking up. Yo, it's
yes,
crazy.
Sir,
It's crazy how, like, podcasting is such a vibe thing. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you just don't feel the vibe.
Yeah.
I wonder if Joe Rogan ever had an episode where he came in and he was just like, bro, I don't feel like talking today.
Is that how you feel? You
No. I feel like talking today, but there's been times where I've came to pod and I didn't feel like talking.
What? I just hold everything in. I'm quiet during Monday through Friday.
Me too. Yo, it's crazy, bro. My mom, so I was talking to my mom yesterday, and first of all, shout out mom. She wanted me to give her a shout out because she did my hair.
Oh, yeah, she did the hair?
Yeah,
yes,
sir. All right, she cheated because I had it like double strand twisted before. So like when I took it out, it was already kind of done. But you know what I mean? She needed it up. She did her thing.
I thought you said she cheated, so I thought she did someone else's hair instead of yours.
Oh, no. Like,
or she did someone else's hair and put a wig on your head.
But wait, what was I about to say?
Oh
yeah, she was just like, because I was telling her, like, number one, like, my dad is a really quiet and reserved person.
Yeah.
Like, my dad does
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, my dad does. Yeah, shout out. I feel like you're kind of one of those.
Yeah, Serena got to deal with that.
Which is so weird. It's interesting that you decided to do this podcast with me because I'm like, damn, this nigga motherfucking Malcolm don't like to talk at all.
I'm getting there, though.
But I was telling my mom, like, yo, I really don't like talking like that. I feel like I'm a perfect mix between you and my dad. In the sense that my dad barely talks. My mom loves to talk. But certain days, I don't want to say shit to anybody. And then other days, I'm the most talkative person on the earth. Mm-hmm. And I was telling her, like, yeah, I just, like, come on, I don't even be talking at work and shit like that. She was like, what? You have a podcast? You love to talk. I'm like, yo, it's just not to say it's a show, but when you do go on the podcast, you got to put on, like, you about to be talking for 2 hours in a row. Mm-hmm. Clearly and concisely. And that takes a lot of energy out of you. So during the week, you really be having to fall back.
That's a fact. Think about it like this. You and your football team, you're not going to work out every day for 2 hours straight and then go to practice going full hard if you're the starter. Let's say the college level, because you don't need to try at the college level after a while. When you're the starter, like, you know, you're not going that hard.
And walk through and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like regular kids, like in high school, regular kids who never play sports. They always be just like mad physical during school. Like they want to run around and play all types of weird.
In the hallway.
It's like, bro, chill out, bro.
Start throwing dust at their teacher and shit.
I got practice later. You know what I mean? And then also, you don't feel the burden to, like, let's say you're a kid that don't play sports, but you're actually athletic. Yeah. You feel the need to show everyone that you're athletic because being athletic, that's like, I mean, that's clout. So you feel the need to go out of your way to, you know what I mean? You in gym class, bro, I'm nice as hell at ball, nigga. They talk about sports more than you do, but when you on the sports team, it's like, bro, come on. Come on Saturday, see what I do.
I'm saving this energy right now. I'm in school with slides on. Like, boy.
And that's ironic. We do our podcast on Saturdays.
Yeah, because it's game day.
Game day.
It's really game day.
This is perfect. It's like our brains are ready just to go on Saturdays.
The neurons going, man.
But yo, shout out to Young Thug.
Thugger, Yaseshki.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro? Honestly, I never realized like I was a Young Thug fan.
Come on, bro. Come home. I'm home.
Where
it started.
I'm home.
Where it all started.
I'm home.
Thank you. For our generation, where it all started.
Where did it start?
That guy right there.
You think so?
Come on.
Yeah. So that's and Young Thug did an interview with $1 million worth of game, and I go watch it, guys, because it's a really good interview. I think a lot of people have this idea of Young Thug like he's not a really smart intellectual person, and you listen to this and it's like, oh, he just doesn't give a fuck how he's viewed. This dude is smart as hell
and real. That's how he.
That's sounds. What he is real. Like I listen to Young Thug, I'm like, that's him. Like sometimes you hear rappers speak like no. For example, I've listened to a bunch of the baby interviews. I never felt like I know who the baby is based on those interviews.
Yeah, I fell off with the baby when he had shit on himself, and there was a video going around. He shit on himself on South by Southwest, right? And I go, yo, and I had pulled a little Uzi. You know what I'm saying? You see what Lil Uzi did?
Nah.
So, homeboy that made this song, Corvette, hop in that motherfucker jet. Why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? You know what I'm saying? So,
Lil Uzi made that song?
Nah. Lil Uzi did a remix, I believe, on that song. But gentleman that made that song, I don't know his name, Pop Hunter, something like that. He like the younger Roddy Ricch. He like Roddy Ricch Jr.
Okay.
Yeah. Come to find out that there's a photo surfing around with him saying that he snitched when he was 14 years old. And he's telling Uzi like, yo, I had to snitch. And Uzi DM'd him, was like, yo, take me off the song. You violated all street cred. And he's like, and then Pop Hunter posted on his story, it's like, yo, I can't work with any artist because of this situation and shit like that. And I pulled that on the baby. So like when I see him shitting on himself, I'm like, yo, he not really street. I'm not listening to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of lost throughout the explanation, but that's a great way to bring it in.
Yeah,
you can't be no gangster nigga knocking niggas out and killing people, but you shitting on yourself
with a diaper on, bro.
Are you sure he shitted on himself, Malcolm?
Bro, there's a video he shit on himself. It was on World Star, bro. And he talked about it in the interview. Something happened. He shitted on himself. I don't know. It's because I think what he was trying to correlate it with was like, yo, if something goes down, he shit on himself, right? Then he started wearing a diaper because he's the baby. So, you know, he's using that whole propaganda. His brand.
Is on brand.
But his analogy is like, yo, if something goes down, because South by Southwest, just a lot of people, and he's really in the streets. Obviously, he proved that, right? I have a diaper, so God forbid something really go down. I shit myself. I'm not fucking up my clothes or whatever. That's what he said.
So he felt comfortable because he did have the diaper on. So he's like, I might as well just let it go.
I just let it go, bro.
If I had a diaper on, I would shit myself too. I think it would have been fucked up if he didn't have a diaper on and he shit himself,
right?
Yeah.
Damn, what's the name? Shit himself.
I shit myself. I think I told that story here before.
You did shit yourself. Nah, the other Chicago rapper that was with
Chief
Keef.
I forgot his name. He had got shot, right? But they was beating him up though. Lil Reese is
shitting on himself.
That nigga be on perkies. They be on a lot of different drugs. And you was getting jumped. Like, bro, if you high and you getting jumped, you allowed to shit on yourself.
Yeah, you are allowed to shit on yourself, but damn, motherfuckers really be shitting on themselves.
If I see 3 Chirac Savages coming my way,
come on,
I'm letting it go.
What you letting go though?
I'm letting that fire go.
Not the strap?
I'm letting the strap go. I'm letting that fire go. But nah, back to
that booty loose.
Back to Thug. As you said, he's a genuine person, but also he's very smart.
Yeah, and
I kind of it's a weird thing. Like I always ask people what makes a rapper for them, right? Like I try to have these Kodak Black. I try to always tell people why Kodak Black is the greatest rapper of all time, and I truly believe that Kodak Black is the greatest rapper of all time. I know I'm crazy, I'm stupid for saying that. Kodak Black, a 23-year-old dude that barely knows how to speak proper English, other than when he's Billy.
I'm a suburban dude.
I'm a suburban dude. Hell yeah, man. To say that he's the greatest rapper of all time. But there's a few boxes that he fills that I'm like, I just feel this dude, and if you was to compare him to anybody, including Jay-Z, including Tupac, including Biggie, I just feel like he comes out on top with each of those checklists. Mm-hmm. And some of those things are being real. Like, at the end of the day, this shit is gangsta rap. It's the reason why niggas like Logic and them, they don't connect. Mm-hmm. Even though they sell a lot of records, they're not really respected by the rap community. Am I often saying that?
Nah, you're right.
Young Thug, by all stories, is a gangster. Yeah. Real gangster. Will wear a dress and then smoke your boots.
Mm-hmm. Gilly said it. We know Kodak Black is a real nigga. Come on. This nigga is in jail every 2 years. we're not, that's a fact, though. He really a celeb that's just in and out. Like that's his lifestyle. It is what it is. He just a dude with a lot of money that's going in and out. He would be in and out if he didn't have all the money.
He's the same dude he was before he got money.
Yep.
Which is crazy, right? You could become grounded in some good stuff and money don't change you. But you could become grounded in some dumb shit that you still can't get changed by money. And I think Kodak is an example of that. But they're real people. And when you watch an interview with them, you're like, yo, I'm getting them. You know what I mean? They haven't changed. And listening to the Thug interview, I was just like, yo, that's a real dude right there. And he was just dropping game. Smart dude.
One thing I picked up from him was business is expensive. Life is expensive, bro. Life is very expensive. If you want to keep life simple, right? You got to pay for life insurance. You got to pay for bills. You got to pay fees. You got to pay all of this type of stuff, right? It's expensive. Mortgage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Business is expensive because you got to pay for that and you got to pay for the stuff to protect your business. But here's the good side about business. If you got the right people, they take care of you, right?
And you're making money to cover those expenses.
Exactly. But when motherfucker said he has 7 attorneys and 15 cameramen, that doesn't seem like probably a lot to him. He's probably just starting off because I think he has like a whole studio that he's working on to make movies and shit like that.
Word?
I think so.
What made you say that?
Because he was talking about that was part of his game plan. Like he owns like crew, like he owns like a film crew set, I believe. And he was saying that this is what
that makes sense having a 16 cameraman.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense because he was talking about how like when they asked him about content, like certain questions you ask people and you just see them perk up because it's very like, you know what I mean, on top of their minds. And when they asked him about the content game, he was like, bro, he was just calling Jay-Z out on his interview, huh? Yeah. They asked him about content. He's like, bro, Jay-Z went wrong with Hard Knock Life. He ain't recorded enough. He ain't making enough content.
But that's how Jay-Z is too, though, at the end of the day. But him saying that, I'm like, and then I text you, I'm like, yo, business is expensive. Life is expensive. So, bro, lawyer fees, no joke, bro. I deal with a lawyer, right? I don't be talking to him because the lawyer fees is no.
Lawyer?
Yeah.
For what?
For I always talk about my real estate.
You and Serena get divorced?
No. It's for my real estate company. I ain't do nothing with. I just got the guy. I'm not gonna flex or nothing.
He on payroll, the lawyer? How much you?
Nah, but I don't talk to him, bro. I talked to him once because I had an email. I had a letter in the mail, right? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck this shit talking about? Like, because I did my shit. I set up my LLC in Nevada, and they say to do that with real estate because when people try and sue, like the workers, it would be harder for them to sue you because your shit's in Nevada instead of New York. And New York is like very renter friendly, worker friendly, instead of Nevada, who's strict on the owner, right? Like we're gonna protect the owner. So I'm like, I set it up, and I got something in the mail. And I'm like, yo, they talking about some New York shit. I'm like, oh, they caught me. So I send in a picture. I go, yo, what does this mean? Right? This man answers me back 2 days later.
You on email basis with your lawyer, bro?
Email, yeah. Nah, working. I'm busy too. So listen, send me back. He's like, yo, this is nothing. You could just throw this out. So I scroll down and there's a fee. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, the man charged me 25 minutes for him to check that email. Guess how much that shit was?
How much?
$85.
Wow.
Guess how much is to talk to him for 1 hour?
How much?
$325.
Word.
Guess how much is it to have him oil your teeth for a whole year? $700.
$700 what?
A year. So he could keep doing everything for you.
And then, so $700 is as like a fee, and then you have to pay for each time you talk to him.
Yes. Wow. Lawyer fees is no joke.
Is that why you wanted to become a lawyer a little bit?
No.
That had to be a part of it. You see them getting money.
That is a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess you have to do that because as a lawyer, you're kind of a freelancer, right? Unless you work for like public defendants, like attorney's office or something like that. You're kind of like a freelancer in the sense that you might not have any work for months. So when you do get work, it kind of has to make up for your yearly living.
You can charge whatever fee you want. But him saying that, I'm like, damn, because I already know how much lawyer fees are. And that's probably not even like, you know what I'm saying? That's Joe Blow.
That's on the
lawyer.
poor side.
I say middle class size lawyer. He
Nigga,
probably the top dude in Nevada. You know
Nigga, cut it out, bro. How'd you get in contact with him?
I just found a lawyer in Nevada. I was told to find a lawyer in Nevada. Found a lawyer in Nevada, but I don't talk to that motherfucker. I make sure I don't talk to him. I mean, I don't do no business.
That's crazy.
But Young Thug said that. I'm like, all right, business is expensive, bro, and you gonna have to work people. Like, there's my recommendation to anyone that comes out of college or that doesn't go to college. Work and save your money. Because a perfect example of a gentleman we didn't have going to college is we had Chris. Piff Marty too. We had Piff Marty and VD. As you can see, why you think VD move how he moved where he at? Because he didn't get the distraction of the schools. He knew what he wanted to do. So if you really know what you want to do, get the money, work. You're going to need to work for a long time. And then eventually, hopefully, an asset could cover one job. And then you can move how you want to move. You have the more time. So that's my recommendation, people. You're going to have to work a lot. Just keep working. That's if you don't go to school and everything, and if school doesn't pan out how it does. Work and save your money to invest. But, yeah, Young Thug, man, like, it's just an expensive game, and you're going to have to pay that shit. And they asked him, they said, what are you going to tell a young dude, who's in and out the streets, 1 foot in, 1 foot out? He said, yo, you're going to get yourself a team of lawyers. That's the first thing that came out his mouth. Get yourself a team of lawyers.
He was giving a lot of real answers on there too.
Yeah,
not no politically correct shit. Because I think one of the things he said is like, "Yo, what you gonna tell? Like, what you gonna tell a dude from the streets that is thinking about killing somebody?" He was like, "Yo, don't kill nobody unless they think about killing you. Then go kill that motherfucker." Mm-hmm. That's some real advice. I'm not even a hood nigga, and I agree with that. If a nigga trying to kill me, what's up? We slide on this bitch ass, nigga.
You really about to see the Trinidadian nightmare.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, what you pulling out? You from Trinidad. What y'all using,
I'm pulling out a cutlass.
Okay,
y'all call that a machete in America?
The cutlass.
The cutlass. I'm riding on dudes, son. And guess what?
Yo, where you hide the cutlass at, though? Like,
you gotta wear some baggy jeans, and then you put it, like, right on your side. Down in the jeans, you gotta wear some tight boxers so it sit nice on there.
Okay,
and then a big t-shirt under that, undetectable. You feel like Blade.
You really got a third leg.
Yeah.
Damn,
that's a fourth leg for me. I'm in these streets.
That's the fourth leg.
But no lie, a lot of dudes get killed with cutlasses. Though. Like, no joke. But on some real shit, like I don't like talking about violence much, but. And I can't see myself committing murder, right? Yeah. I just can't commit myself committing murder. I was actually reading about this dude. I forgot his name. I think I actually have his name written down. His name is give me a second, guys.
What's his name?
I want to hit this on the head because it kind of creeped me out. Samuel Little. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna bring it back to the the Young Thug discussion. But Samuel Little, he was this guy. He got arrested for killing someone like 5 years ago, and then all of a sudden, this dude just starts telling the police about he killed 90 people throughout the course of his life. All right, bro, you chatting. He killed 90 people, so they start interviewing this dude. And he's just giving them the most detailed answers. Then they start tracing it back. And they realize, yo, this dude killed everybody he said he killed. Right? And he just starts spilling the beans. The detective is like, bro, I don't know why he's telling us this. We've been interrogating him for years. And he hasn't said anything. All of a sudden, he starts giving this. And it's weird. And I actually wanted to ask you this question. Like, they have interviews of him on YouTube. Talking about the murders, and he's happy when he's talking about it. Like, it's a black dude, genuinely happy and excited recalling the stories. Like, for example, he'd be like, "Oh, the cop would ask him like, hey, what happened with Brittany? Oh, Brittany. Oh man, that was a bad girl, man. Brittany was bad as hell.
He got that old man sauce with her.
She was wearing some short skirt, man. I saw the legs. The legs was looking good, and we started kicking it. We left the club, and then he just tells a story, and it ends in drowned her and raped her, and just the most brutal shit. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of. I don't know if this is morally right for him to put stuff up like this, of talking about people, family members getting brutally murdered. And having the criminal on YouTube basically bragging about it. You know what I mean?
They're morally right.
Yeah. Do you think that's morally correct for them to do? Damn. And his name is Samuel Little. You guys could go search this up. It's crazy.
That's a good way to think about it.
Because, for example, right, and the way they probably look at it is, this dude is being interviewed by the cops, so it's okay for us to put it there because it's legal evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no different than if you kill 100 people and you're not arrested and you decide to make a reaction video style video on YouTube and put it on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same content.
It is the same content.
So my thing was like, yo, that's hella weird. But in one of the interviews, he was talking about how addictive it was. Like, bro, it was like my fix. Like, you know what I mean? And I read an article that was like, I'm like, yo, is murdering addictive? And I was so uncomfortable reading the article because it's a fucking issue that some people have.
Yo, I was listening to some dude. I think this dude's from the Bronx, bro, and he said that he was about to have sexual intercourse with this lady, right? And you know what the lady told him? What? Before they, got, you know what I'm saying?
They got
doing that do. She said, "Can you cut me?" And he said he cut her, and ever since then he had a love for blood, and he makes like goth rap music. He's in that scenery and like really blood. I don't know if he really cuts himself. Like I seen a picture, he was bleeding down here. I don't know if he really cut himself down there, but yeah, bro, people get a high from that.
Samuel Little, you know what he credits his killing spree. Number one, the murder from the article, from what you just said, from Samuel Little. Murder and violence somehow deeply embedded into our DNA, somehow linked with sex. Murder and violence is somehow linked to sexual stimulation. Right? We choke when we have sex. Samuel Little was like, he got this urge for killing. He literally was a kid in middle school and seen his teacher touch her neck. And he just remembered being intrigued by it. And he said he was married a few times and he had to really fight against himself to not look at his wife's neck because he would have been aroused to kill her. That's what he said.
He said his teacher touched the neck.
Touch it. Bro, he literally said she touched her neck. And it created this thing where he was sexually aroused to necks. And he was strangling all the people that he killed. So that was a connection to the neck.
Do you think he liked this teacher and he just couldn't get her? So it's like, ooh, your neck is pretty. Now when I see the next lady, I wish that was my teacher neck, but since I can't never have my teacher neck, I'm just gonna choke the shit out you and think you my teacher and be like, why the fuck you ain't give me no neck? You just spilled all the coffee, bro.
Yo, that's how true it is, yo. Fuck. I'm so pissed off. By the way, I didn't need that coffee.
0 for 2
my anxiety is acting up right now. We're going to clean that up after. But I don't think, that was very funny. But I don't think that's what it is, to be real, though.
Definitely not what it is.
But look, we're about to get real weird on this podcast right now. Let me ask you a question. And somehow we're going to tie all of this back into the Young Thug interview. What's your weird sexual obsession? I won't even say obsession. What's one weird thing on a girl that's not boobs, that's not ass, it's not teeth, not face, that you're sexually attracted to?
It is this for content reasons. I would definitely say,
this is for real life reasons. Give me a real answer.
Nah, I'm not giving you no answer. Fuck out of here. What's yours?
Armpits.
You fucked the armpit.
No,
but that's the thing.
I've licked armpits before.
Yeah, I don't want people to get the idea.
Have you licked armpits before?
No, but I don't want people to get the idea of like if you have something different that's not boobs and ass, and mouth, that you fucked it. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck did you just say, buddy?
Because you say you like armpits, so my first thought is armpits. But Freaky Zeke actually fucked the armpit before.
Who's Freaky Zeke?
That's Jim Jones and the man. So like he was really drunk with some girl, and he said she was a big bitch, and it was dark, and he's fucking her armpit. Thought it was a pussy. That shit on the net, bro. You can look it up. I'm not capping.
I think you showed me that before.
Yeah, I'm not capping.
But real shit. Number one, yeah, it's weird. I don't know where it started. Maybe it was Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray, her little thick self. She got a little chunky armpit. It was mad.
So what
cute.
you about to start doing to you?
No. You're not about to dodge out of this, bro. What is your weird sexual obsession? Not obsession. Like what?
It's not even sexual. But I like a girl with pretty feet. Serena got pretty feet.
That's mad basic, bro. Feet, really?
Nah, feet.
Anything else? Maybe
the-
maybe it's an action. Maybe it's something someone does. Like,
an action that Serena does. Nah, not at all, bro. It's definitely the feet. I like pretty feet.
I like pretty feet too.
Yeah.
I think everyone. Do you even met someone that likes ugly feet? He's like, come on, we not potting right now.
But what type of armpit you look for? Like they have
clean.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta have that.
No, not like that. It has to be clean. It has to be.
What's a dirty?
It has to be a one color. It can't be discolored.
Like this, and they got the mohawk.
Nah, yeah, it can't be that. It got to be clean shaven. It has to look pretty. Like there's pretty armpits, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing my yoga shit, right? And so I do it in a little room, and there's like a bit. Yo, I'm being mad weird on this podcast right now.
Definitely not.
There's like a big screen in a room, and you could type in whatever yoga class you want to take. And I always look at the woman's armpits because you know what I mean. Like your armpits are exposed when you're doing yoga. You're doing all types of shit. I'm like, yo, I literally judge armpits. Like, yo, she got a 7 out of 10.
Oh yeah, so you really like armpits?
Yeah, like that shit was shaved like 3 days ago. It's just a little prickly right now.
What deodorant she using? Do you know that?
Degree.
What about Dove? How you know she's using Dove or Degree?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was about to make a bar with Degree, but I didn't have it. But yo, back to Samuel Little though. What freaked me out was reading that article, thinking that murder can be addictive, and it's weird, bro. It's like we all battle with small addictions, right? It hasn't been anything big. For me, it was smoking. For you, Serena is your addiction. I would say
that's a great addiction.
Word,
You know
Serena is your addiction, and you probably feel some type of way when you can't hang out with Serena for a few days in a row.
That's a big fact.
Imagine that being murder, though. Imagine you sitting in your crib. Yo, I just want to fucking kill somebody, bro. It's not even funny, bro. I was literally creeped out to think that. And the thing about it is, people assume the way the mind works, people assume that a murderer is a murderer. No, these were regular people that were just set off by the littlest things.
You know what's crazy? Why I laugh is because when you said that, and if I ever felt like that, I could go play Call of Duty. But they can't go play a video game and get the same feeling. Like but you really do that. Though.
You joking around though, but you know what's crazy, bro? I've heard this before. I don't even know the person who told me this killed somebody. Maybe it was Chad. Maybe they watched the interview. There's like sometimes when you kill someone and you feel the life leaves their body, sort of a powerful feeling.
Ooh.
Creepy, right?
On that, yeah.
Creepy.
I feel my soul leaving my body.
Creepy as fuck. And you imagine you Don't Fuck with Cats. Don't Fuck with Cats, a documentary on Netflix. And this guy, Luke Magnotta. And he starts off by killing cats and he kills, I think, some bunnies or whatever it may be. And then he lures this guy for sex into his room, drugs him, ties him down, and then stabs him 100 times and records it. And you can tell it was a thing for him. He recorded it and he would play it over and over again and again. But it's uncomfortable, right? To think about that. To think about that being your fix. And guys like Ted Bundy sitting in their living rooms like, bro, it's been a week. I need something else. Just like people who smoke weed, bro. It's been a week since I need another blunt. I need another body.
That's though.
It's sad. It just shows you like where the mind can go. But I brought that to say this, like, back to the Young Thug topic. We went all over the place. But yeah, your Thug was like, bro, if someone about to kill me, I'll kill him first. Mm-hmm. And I said, I could never see myself being a murderer. But the fact that Young Thug brought that up, like, I would kill somebody that's trying to kill me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? On some real shit.
You gonna have to. Well, get the lawyers involved, like you said. Get your lawyers. Keep it street. That's how you gonna keep it street.
Street.
You know, kill you can kill him.
What other gems did Thug drop on this interview?
I got nothing.
Me personally, and we have a little interview coming up with Preach right after this. The fact where he said he purposely signed a bad deal with the goal of getting out of it because he know it would give him the platform to make the moves that he's making now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I believe for a long time. I just, like, you know what I mean? You always hear people arguing about these fucked up deals they signed when they was nobody in their mom's basement making music. And my idea always was, well, bro, now that you have 100 million, you can cry and say, oh, my label is not giving me the extra 20 million I deserve. But you're kind of neglecting the person you were and the mindset you were in when you signed that deal. Mm-hmm. You weren't a person with 100 million arguing between the difference of getting 50 million versus a 30 million on the deal.
They put your ass on.
Yeah, that 30 million was life itself to you.
Yep. That 30 million flipped to this. Now you worth this, and now you understand your worth. You can act how you want to act, but before then, you can't act. You can't be worth 0 million
and worrying about the extra 20 off of the $50 million deal.
Yeah,
it's like no, and honestly, that brought a lot of clarity to me that sign fucked up deals, bro, but have a plan.
Nah, you know what's the funny shit though? Before that, was they saying the dudes like in the 50s and the 60s was like selling out shows, was going platinum, but lived in the projects because they ain't have no words in their music.
Facts.
That shit funny as hell.
They ain't know nothing about business,
yeah.
And that's another thing. These like corporate people, they're gonna fuck you out of money. But it's on you guys to get on a level of a Jay-Z, of a 50 Cent, of a Birdman, of a Young Thug, of a Drake, and fuck them back.
But here's how you saying that. Don't you think you even having a job, that motherfucker is fucking you?
Is a great thing.
It's giving you a platform to make money, but people don't complain about. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, having a job where people are trying to fuck you out of money is a great problem to have. I forgot,
but that's not their goal. They're just giving you a job. So if you're an artist, you're getting set on that platform. That's your job. Yeah. But then when you know your worth, like example, somebody just working a regular job, you know your worth.
Now you're able to capitalize.
You're able to capitalize.
So please stop, everybody out here. One lesson from Big Nick. If you could take one lesson from Big Nick, stop crying about these fucked up deals you signed. Right? And as Young Thug said, if you provide real value, they're going to come to the table with you and restructure that deal more likely than not. Exactly. And if they don't, guess what? It's called business. It's called signing the contract. Respect your contract. Take your loss or win, depending on how you want to view it, because it's a bucket half full, half empty type of concept, right?
Yeah.
Because now you have money, but you're worrying about the extra you could have had if you had the mindset you had now when you were broke as shit.
Exactly. Some shit Master P would say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You heard
or have the mindset of a Master P from the get go and say, okay.
That's the problem I got with Master P, bro.
What?
His mindset.
You don't like his mindset?
I do, but I think he do too much. You seen the shit he did with him and Baron Davis?
No.
Trying to buy Reebok for $2.4 billion. Now here's my problem.
Hey, Master P got that kind of money?
Bro, he got money. Here's my problem. Like I said, I'm all for ownership, him owning shit, right? Because he got his money yachty. Them shit's just hideous. We gonna get on that. He sell rice. He sells soups. His own ramen noodle pack. Chips. He got chips, right? At this point, bro, you doing too much. First of all, let's go back to
concentrate your forces, Master P.
Thank you.
The Nick and Mal Show could teach you how to fucking get money the right way, nigga.
The right way. Really concentrate your forces on this. Money Yachty.
By the way, concentrate your forces is from the 48 Laws of Power, law number 23. Go check out the Nick and Mel breaks down the 48 Laws of Power.
Yes,
what a plug.
Come on, we do everything. Nick, Google Money Yachty. His own clothing company is ass, Nick. So he obviously lacking somebody to create shit for him. You know his shoe designs look like? You know the shoes that be in H&M and Zara? the knockoffs? Yeah. Bro, they the knockoffs with red leather on them and a wild animal from Africa.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, Money Yachty is the name of
Money Yachty.
How do you spell that? Money
and then A-T-T-I. Money Yachty, some shit like that.
Money Yachty.
I don't know. It said money in it.
I typed in Money Yachty like Lil Yachty.
Yo, there's a picture.
Oh my, these shits are so fucking ugly,
bro. Yo. But here's the thing, though. If you actually go on the website, he has a model, bro, wearing a Money Yachty shirt, and the shit's unironed.
Oh no.
The shirt is unironed, Nick. You letting one of your models out like that?
No, Master P, what are you doing?
Guess what happened when he was on the Breakfast Club?
What's up?
Charlamagne fried that ass.
What Charlamagne say?
He was frying that ass. I'm not sure what he said, but he was frying that ass, right? Because them shits is ugly. You know what Master P had to do on the second round? He pulled up there. He was talking game. He was like, yeah, Charlamagne, you was coming at my neck, right? And he started showing him more of the Manjati shoes, and them shits was just ugly after ugliness after ugliness, bro. I kid you not. Guess Charlamagne agreed on one item. Guess what it was? A pair of slides. I just said Manjati on it.
Slides are easy though.
Slides is easy, bro.
Anybody can make slides.
Or Charlamagne was just being nice.
Come
on.
He's trying to give a legend some respect.
Come on. And then the motherfucker told Kodak he need a mentor, right? And they tell him like, yo, you gonna need to pay for mentorship. I think he did that to Baron Davis. It's like, yo, Baron Davis, you good for the people. You want to make a lot of money like me. You want to move how I move. Let me be your mentor and I teach you how to do deals. And then they roll together and, you know, Baron Davis is paying for it. And this is his payout. We're going to buy Reebok and you're going to be the face of it because you played in the NBA for a long time, right? You played for a very long time. My nigga, who the fuck they going to sign to Reebok? Please tell me. Who going to bring back Reebok?
Isn't LaMelo Ball signed to Reebok?
LaMelo Ball is signed to Puma.
Oh, Puma.
Who the fuck is... Who they gonna sign? Allen Iverson? They gonna re-sign Allen Iverson? The motherfucker that's still wearing 3X t-shirts in 2021?
I mean, they could sign people.
Who signing? You Master P, I'm Baron Davis, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck we signing to save Reebok?
Kawhi signed a New Balance.
New Balance. Who we signing to make Reebok come back alive with them heavy-ass shoes?
But they definitely gonna have to say... I'm not really too... I don't know what the fuck Reebok shoes look like because they're trash. No one wears
Trash, bro. Rick Ross was wearing them shits.
But Baron Davis would definitely bring some sort of cachet. Yeah, Rick Ross wears Reeboks.
Not anymore, though.
They dropped him because of the rape comments that he made.
Yeah.
Put a Molly in a bitch drinking. She
I
didn't even
know
know
it. She ain't know it.
Who let him release that?
And OU. I don't even know if I said that shit right.
Who let him
She
release
ain't
that?
know it, though.
She ain't know it at all.
She ain't know it, though.
But yeah, I mean,
who bringing back Reebok? Master P, please, bro. Concentrate your forces. Cut the shit. I hope the deal don't go down, bro.
By the way, do you know his daughter, Symphonique?
Master P, nah.
She's bad. She a baddie.
Shout out to Symphonique, man.
Shout out to Symphonique. You're a little beautiful self.
You know what I'm saying?
And Romeo too. You're a little beautiful motherfucker. You little cute
you just
ass,
following after Master P. Just don't. Romeo, start training for basketball, get in the league, and then you bring back Reebok.
You know he was a baller, right?
Yeah, exactly. He went to USC.
But he was trash.
Yeah,
I don't think he ever
trash.
got on the court.
Yeah.
That was definitely like, your dad, you know what I mean?
I'm wildin'. You know who gonna bring back?
Ooh.
His two sons that are in high school.
Ooh, he got sons in high school?
He got two sons, bro. They 4 or 5 star recruits. They not as big as Z. Mwah.
He has a son that is a 5-star.
I don't know if he's 5-star, but they ESPN 150, I believe, in basketball. Ooh, he doing the big baller brand, but he actually buying a company that's already stable. He not creating his own shit. He gonna have his own shit.
Let me see. I mean, bro, he definitely has a plan. I mean, I know, I understand what you're saying, that it's gonna be hard to bring that back, but he definitely has a plan.
That's what I'm saying. If your kids, bro, I'm telling you, I think his kids are like star recruits. They're not 1, 2, or 3. I think they 4 or 5.
His son is a 6'3" point guard, class of 2021. I mean, he's a top recruit.
Oh damn, 6'3".
He's 6. I mean, that's tall enough
but
to make
he's
it to
young
the
still.
league.
He's still young. He's still young.
Yeah, he's one of the top point guards in the league. But shout out to Master P though, on some real shit, smart man. But yo, as Malcolm said, concentrate your fucking forces, nigga.
Yeah, because them money yachties is not it, bro. I don't care.
Cut it out. And let's just stay on the topic of the black community real quick. There's one topic that kind of hit my heart, right? And by the way, I'm a Republican now. I'm a full Republican. You know why?
Talk to me.
Because Theodore Roosevelt Mason Howard, if you guys don't know who he is, go do your Google researches. The greatest black man in the history of America.
Tell him, man.
Malcolm X who?
Tell him, man.
Martin Luther King who?
Who the fuck?
Theodore Roosevelt Mason Howard. Go check him out. But I was reading a story. It's about a young lady named Asa Branch. I don't think anyone who has heard who she is. And that's kind of my issue, right? So Asa Branch, she's a model. She recently won Miss Mississippi of 2020. And She's just started getting mad backlash as soon as she won it because there was photos of her in the White House sitting down with Trump. She's pro-gun, and she actually sang at a Trump rally. She's a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
She's a Republican. Her family, even though she's black, she's from Mississippi. She's a Republican. She likes Trump. She likes what he stands for or whatever. And then Black Twitter just went in on her after she won. And they went in on her and basically they didn't claim her. Whatever the fuck social media does. Oh, we don't claim you. Ass. We cancel her or whatever. And I'm like, yo, number one, that's mad foul for shitting on someone for their political views.
Yeah.
And by the way, one of the things that she was in the White House talking to Trump about was something called the First Step Act, which helps people that get out of prison don't commit crimes to go back into prison, which helps the black community because black men are overwhelmingly the number of people that make up the prison system. Her father was arrested when she was 10 years old and did a 10-year bid. So she's well aware with the struggle of being black and father being in prison. But somehow, because she's a Republican, she's no longer part of the black community.
Yeah, the black community don't equal Democratic, right?
It don't.
At all, bro. So anyone, no matter your nationality, race, that shit is not true at all, bro.
And I'm going to tell you why this was a big mistake on the black community part. Beautiful black girl, won Miss Mississippi. First woman to ever black woman to ever do that. With the issues that black women have faced in America, and by the way, this was the same week Kamala Harris was nominated, that Kamala won the presidency, making her the first black woman in that position. Mm-hmm. And we gave her all the love. And this woman should have been getting all the love too. You're black, I'm black. Right? Mm-hmm. We understand the plight that black women have went through as far as identity issues, right? Being viewed as ghetto or whatever it may be. Their hair and their hairstyles not being accepted and viewed as professional. Having insecurity issues based on the color of their skin, how dark they are. They don't feel beautiful, right? And this was all systemic from racism, and it still occurs now. It is still affecting young black women now and today. And this woman... Not to say that models are the standard of beauty, but she definitely achieved something. And I think there are a lot of young black women coming up that could learn something from her. There's definitely young black women that could see her and be like, oh, there's an example of black beauty. Because I know nowadays Hollywood is doing somewhat of a better job of...
Niggas got a black Spider-Man.
Right. Doing shit like that. Black Barbies and stuff. But mostly...
A whole game about a black Spider-Man, too.
But mostly, you go to the toy store, all of the Barbies are white. You watch Disney Channel, all of the girls are white, right? Here's an example of a black woman exemplifying beauty, and we shit on her. Mm-hmm. I think that's a misstep on the black community. Or the Democrat community or the far left community, whoever the fuck it is. But as a community, we should not allow that.
I like that. Yeah, don't judge no one saying that they're not black or anything because of their political. That's not how that shit goes down. And I'm pretty sure majority of people that's doing that shit just be laying in bed anyways. Word. Just be on their social warriors chatting it up.
But that's a sad.
And I had an argument with Serena too yesterday, and I'm glad we're talking about this.
White woman, Malcolm is married to a white woman.
But like she just made it. She dead made it clear. It's like, yo, Trump is the reason for the race situation of the political parties, because it wasn't as strong as it was before. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was Republican.
We talked about this. I think he was a revealer. I don't think.
Yeah, he was a revealer. No, he didn't cause it. What I'm saying, he magnified everything, because now people on the far left is, it's with anything. If someone is here, right, and they downplay something over here, the people are going to come back and speak about it. I don't want to get into politics, but I'm just saying, though, and that's the problem what's going on with her situation. And so congratulations to her.
Congrats
100%.
To
yes.
Asia Branch, I think her name is. Beautiful young lady, too. I think she's only beautiful. 22.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to her, man.
And it's funny that you say that Trump definitely riled up racial tensions. Like, the runoffs in Georgia right now, it's funny as fuck to see them manipulate the people, manipulate the media. And I think that was my issue all along with politics. I guess, like, I'm a critical consumer of media, and they're not targeting people like me, but I still feel offended when I see the messages. And one of the things I think Kelly Olsoff, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Oh, Kelly Loeffler. I think the guy name is John Olsoff. They try to pull up on him real smooth, right? So he's a Democratic, one of the Democratic nominees for Senate in Georgia, and he's doing these interviews, and they roll up on him. Fox News trying to get him off kilter. They trying to just, you know what I mean? Basically ambush him with a question. So you run up on him. They tap him or whatever. He turns around and says, yeah, we have a question for you. And then he asked him about some bad doings that David Warnock, I think is the other dude. He happens to be black. And he asked him like, yo, what, like your running mate or your fellow Democrat, he's been known to do some bad things. What do you think about that? You know what I mean? They're trying to get him in a pickle and make him look dumb on Fox News. And they tell him like, yo, you're live on Fox. And he just starts maneuvering so beautifully, right? But then he says, Kelly Loeffler, you're making up all these horrible lies because you are campaigning with a KKK member. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh shit, she's campaigning with a KKK member? How dumb is this fucking lady?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to know that this is bad for publicity.
Yeah.
Even if you are really a racist. And I have no reason to think she's a racist, but I thought she was. I'm like, bitch, you're comparing with a KKK member. You have to be a racist. The whole thing was a lie. None of it was true. None of it was true.
But they know no one gonna do their homework on the other side.
Yes.
So just play one side heavy.
And they show you how they could weaponize race, as you said, because Donald Trump riled that up.
And you know what they gonna say the other side? Yeah, that guy's campaigning with a black activist. What?
They try to come at Warnock like that.
You know what I'm saying?
They say he's a Marxist, he's a socialist, he supports Fidel Castro, he supports Louis Farrakhan.
Bro, you see how everything, and that's how they think, because when I was at the gym, right, and Joe Biden won, he goes, yeah, man, this mask shit sucks. But now we about to turn into communist country, America.
Who said that?
Some dude at the gym. So you see how
Trump supporter?
Yeah, but you see how they, like, this shit is so funny. Like, on the Democratic side, it's like, looking at the Republican Party, like KKK, then the Republicans look at the Democratic side as like
liberals and
communists.
But I'm not even gonna
this
lie.
shit all jokes, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
This shit
It's a
funny as
little
hell.
bit scary, the relationship Joe Biden and Xi Jinping, the leader of China, has. They're actually friends.
Yeah.
They used to be like, when Xi Jinping used to come to America before, him and Joe Biden used to hang out together.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's enslaving millions of people in his country right now.
Yeah.
That is hacking American elections. And I mean, I understand that Trump may have had a relationship with Russia, but I'm just saying it's a little bit uncomfortable. And I'm not hating just because I hate on Democrats. It's a little bit uncomfortable.
I think America's just gonna have to give it up eventually, bust that shit open.
They don't have to bust it.
Somehow, some way, it don't matter. Somebody's gonna bust it open. Like Trump was gonna have to bust it open for Russia, and China busting it, and Russia's busting it open for China. Like, it was just gonna happen, bro.
There's a reason for that, though. You think America is weak, or you think we're vulnerable? That we have to proverbially bust it open for one of these big dick countries?
Bust it open. I think because of the depth. You know what I'm saying? What you about to do for some change? You about to get loose for some change?
First of all, it's debt, not depth. But speaking about depth, I'd much rather bust it open for these Chinese motherfuckers because they ain't getting no depth.
Ain't really getting all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard about Russian men. They got a lot of depth.
They do?
That's what Vlad said. I was listening to Vlad interview. He's like, I got depth. It's a Russian thing.
He did not say that.
I swear to God.
He went close so bad.
No, he said his shit
or
big.
Maybe we could pay him in Bitcoin.
Pay who in Bitcoin?
China.
I don't know.
Solve all the problems.
Listen, bruh. Joe Biden, I don't know what to say about this, but it's a little bit uncomfortable that you are cool with this guy like that. I mean, they had an interview with him like 20 years ago talking about how cool he is with the leader of China. This is before he became a ruthless dictator.
Niggas selling their soul. California selling their soul. I don't want to get much into that, but...
What you mean, California selling their soul?
Bro, they don't like wealthy people, and you see the wealthy people leaving, but they selling their soul, bro. And these... And this is a problem. They selling their soul. But we could pay them in Bitcoin, though.
What does that mean?
Why not pay him in Bitcoin?
I don't even know how Bitcoin works, to be honest. So
I don't know how Bitcoin works too, but I'm gonna give y'all. You know what I'm saying I'm flexing right here. You know what I'm saying? This man flexing.
Talk to
I want y'all to know. So back in 2018 when we was juniors in college, right? Shout out to UC. I ran across a Yahoo Finance article video. What they call those, varticles or some shit?
Varticles.
You know how a blog, you writing in terms of vlog with a video. Yeah, varticles. I like that, right? But there was a gentleman by the name of Tim Draper, and the title of the video was "Your Money is at Risk in Banks." So people, fact check this. Go on Twitter, go on the search bar, put in the number 34_Mally. So 34_MALLY space and put billionaire. And if you know how to spell billionaire, you an idiot.
I don't know how to spell shit, by the way.
Yeah, that's a fact. Y'all see them clips, bro? That's Nick.
Yo, go look at the Nick and Mal thumbnails. I misspell everything. I'm the one who makes the thumbnails, and I can't spell. I don't know where to place that, like, words with an E. Like, I don't know how to spell niece. I don't know if the E or I go first or the C come last.
I think it's always E first. Yo, my schooling, I'm gonna get back to this, but my schooling is bad, bro. Like, I was having my Serena grandparents' crib, and one of her cousin's boyfriends started like breaking down like shit like that, but like he knew a whole like song to figure out how to use the E and the I, and I'm like, I was never taught this shit.
That's fire.
Yeah, so he's like, he went back to the song. I'm like, ooh, y'all teaching them tricks.
Another thing I struggle with is like words that have like repeating letters. So it's like, say Roselle, Rosselle. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I think it's two S's, like Rossele. Like, I don't know. I think I'm dyslexic.
Probably are.
I think
bro.
I got issues.
That's a good thing to have. It's a lot of rich people with dyslexia.
Do you want to finish what you were saying? Because I got something to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, but so like I said, Tim Draper had an article titled "Your Money is at Risk in Banks." So I'm like, what are you talking about? Your money's at risk in banks? So I watched the video. So Tim Draper, I believe, is a billionaire himself. And like I said, you could go on my Twitter and see that I tweeted about this. But one thing that stuck with me, he stated, this is 2018. He said, in the next 5 years, only criminals will have cash. Yeah, and I was telling people this on a football team. I'm like, yo, only criminals having cash. You know how you run off with the news and you just gonna say shit? So I was doing that, run off with the news. Yo, if you have cash, I don't even like cash myself. It's dirty as fuck. I don't want to touch that money, right? It's nasty. Only criminals gonna have it in 5 years. But guess what? The first NFL athlete actually accepted payment, half his salary in Bitcoin. His name is Russell Okung, who's a lineman for the Carolina Panthers. And he received half his salary in Bitcoin, like I said. But how it went down actually is he got half of his salary, right, in cash, but he transferred it into Bitcoin. Right, so that was the deal. So that's obviously in the paperwork. Like, you're gonna get half of your salary in cash. You have to turn 100% of it into Bitcoin. So that's exactly what he did. Yet again, he's not the first athlete to do it. DJ Khaled and Floyd Money Mayweather. DJ Khaled's not an athlete, but these two worked together, and they were pumping their own coin. So like, there's a big thing with the whole crypto own coin. So it's cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is the big boy of all the coins. But you could create your own coin. Yeah, so the whole coin system is called cryptocurrency, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So
and Bitcoin is
the big boy of it. Yeah, so okay. We could have our own called a Nick and Mal coin, but our shit wouldn't be as big as Bitcoin because Bitcoin is popular.
How do you fund a coin? Like, do you need to deposit a certain amount of money in a bank? Like, what? Like,
I think it's more like, that. I don't know. I don't really know. I think just more of people like investing in that coin and using that coin. Like, a lot of people use Bitcoin and already know about Bitcoin, so that's why it's the top dog. But the thing with Floyd Money Mayweather and DJ Khaled was they was pumping their own coin, but them doing so, they were pumping it in through the ICO, which is the initial coin offering. Well, I think that's similar to the IPO, initial public offering, like how the stock market is, right? Mm-hmm. And they got in trouble with the SEC, and the SEC is Securities Exchange Commissions, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Anything with money, law involved with money. But why I think this is a smart move too is because the Bitcoin stock is at an all-time high. I just got the Yahoo Finance news. It states Bitcoin shatters previous record, hits $31,200. This was 49 minutes ago. It's 10:24 a.m. right now. But this is from, I believe, this week. 1 year ago, the return of Bitcoin is at 22K, 307% gain. 3 months, 18K return, 174% gain. 1 month return of 9K, so 48% gain. And obviously it's proven, got the Yahoo Finance fact, just got the notification. Bitcoin is going, right? And Bitcoin always has an up and down. People say it's risky. Earn Your Leisure had a tweet actually saying Bitcoin is here to stay. And my belief is like, yes, it is here to stay. Yet again, we have COVID-19. The transfer of money could lead to shit like that, right? You getting sick. But in my little reading of the book, The Age of Cryptocurrency, one thing that it does cure and help is the transfers of money throughout different countries. And I'm pretty sure that's something you're familiar with. The fees are fucking ridiculous when you transfer money. Yeah. And they cancel all fees.
Because it's one currency.
It's one currency. Yeah, if everyone has a currency, you could just send the money. I don't really know how it goes, but that's the big thing they were talking about in the book, The Age of Cryptocurrency. Is how they could solve that problem where you don't have to pay fees using Western Union and shit. I don't know if it takes a few days, but with Bitcoin, it could take 1, 2, 3 to get that money.
Western Union, I think you can send money and then pick it up like 3 days later, but they do charge you to have it instant deposit.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
So Bitcoin is a valid thing.
It's looking like it's here.
Do we need to create the Nick and Mal coin?
We do need to create the Nick and Mal coin.
Come on, let's make it happen.
Come on, we real businessmen.
I only got a couple $100 million to invest in that, but everything else, I can't really put too much in it.
Come on.
Honestly, we got to end this episode soon, but I want to leave you guys with one gem. Back to the Young Thugger interview.
Yes, this whole episode.
He said one thing that Malcolm's know I'm a big fan of. Break shit down to a science. They was asking him about the content game and how he maneuvered the rap game. How did you have this plan? How did you know it was going to work out? It's like, I sat back and I broke rap down to a science. I knew everything I needed and then I implemented it. Right? And I know there's a saying of what is it? Paralysis by analysis. You want to just do, don't think, and don't plan too much. And there's a balance. That could also be true, but sometimes you got to sit back, study the game. This is how I am with the podcast game. I've studied it for a long time. I'm sure. What game would you say you've studied?
Marketing wise, really.
You studied marketing.
Marketing, how to utilize it. And we don't have no funds going behind it, but how to interact with people on Twitter. You know, how to, you want to consistently post, how you want your post to look. So,
and if you go look at the Nick and Mal social media, you can see that Malcolm has broken down marketing to a science. And I say that to say this: whatever you do, break it down to a science. Go study the greats that do it. Go see what's working. Go see what's not. Go see what the guys who are good are doing. And a lot of times the guys who are good, they don't even know what they're doing. That's right. You know what I mean? Like, I think Joe Rogan maybe just started potting. And there wasn't a lot of thought behind it. But it just happened the way he did it is the right way. And this is why the next generation should always be better than the previous generation. Because they're able to break certain things down to a science. All right? It's the reason why the TVs we have today are better than the TVs we had 40 years ago. Because the engineers broke down to a science what their predecessors had left them, and they implemented it. So, hey, just whatever you do, man. If you want to be a garbage man, break the shit down to a science.
Somehow, some way.
Learn how to grab that bag properly, motherfucker. And we ain't shitting on garbage men neither, because y'all niggas is needed.
That's what big fat. Y'all dirty.
It feels, no, y'all not dirty. Don't say that. It feels so good to get up in the morning, take the bag out, go back to sleep, and come out. And the shit is gone. It's like magic, nigga. It's like magic how that virus spreads.
Yep.
Hey, yo, it's the Nick and Mal Show. We out of here, man. We'll see y'all. We out.
Yep. Ever told on a nigga? Nope. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? Nope. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap? Nope. You a boss player? You a